Thank you so much, and I would like to welcome all of you here in our sanctuary this morning on this beautiful last Sunday of August. And to everybody on YouTube, welcome to you as well. Glad that everybody is here. My name is Julie Zumwalt, and I will be assisting our guest speaker today, Nanci Shandera. Nanci is a transformational psychologist, and she specializes in dreams and art. So I'm very excited to hear her talk today, and just really glad that you're all here. I know, Rhonda, it's the best, right? Okay, is there anybody who is here for the very first time today? We would like to give you a special welcome if you are. If you are new today, please raise your hand, and our chaplain will come to you. Thank you and welcome. Thanks for coming out today. Our chaplain today is Carolyn Homan. She'll be giving you a welcome packet. There is a red ribbon on the front of the packet. If you wouldn't mind just putting that on your lapel, then after service today, we know to give you an extra special welcome. Carolyn will be available for individual and private prayer after service today. If you wouldn't mind just come and getting her, she'll be here in the sanctuary, and if you let her know, just a little tap, that she's available, then she'll walk with you to the prayer chapel for today. So good. All right, let's begin our time together by lighting our Christ candle. And let's just start with a breath. It all starts with the breath together, deeply and thoroughly. Lighting our Christ candle just helps give us a visual reminder of that namaste, that Christ light burning deeply within each of us. With gratitude, we gather as the unique expressions of the divine presence and energy we have been gifted with. We pause. And let's pause there and take another deep breath, sinking lower still. To sense and feel into the life force that is presencing itself in, as, and through us, we now allow it to embody fully in these physical, mental, and emotional forms that we are inhabiting. We also sense and feel the connection that exists between each one of us, the universal web of intelligence that we partake in as the human race. As we appreciate our web of connectivity, moving from a me to a we focus, we express our desire to unite with all humanity through the energy of compassion and kindness. We invite this energy to rise up within us now and extend out through us. We also acknowledge our oneness with Mother Earth and all sentient beings. This uniting spirit of oneness, of the one I am presence, we call the Christ. We light this candle now as a reminder that we are all blessed by being part of this one presence. It is the truth. Let us own it. Let us live it. Amen. And now we have Gabriel with us this morning, blessing us with music. Let's stand and sing our opening song together.
It's not me.
Not me.
Making sure. Is that mic, Drew? I just know we might be a little, if we're not sure if it's going to happen again. Everything I need to know about before me, everything I need to know about what lies before me is available to me, is available to me through the mind of God within me. Everything I need to do about what lies before me, everything I need to do about what lies before me is available to me, is available to me through the mind of God within me. Everything I need for peace about what lies before me, everything I need for peace about what lies before me is available to me, is available to me through the mind of God within me. Everything I need to know about what lies before me, everything I need to know about what lies before me is available to me, is available to me through the mind of God within me, through the mind of God within me, through the mind of God within me.
Thank you, Gabriel. And with that sentiment in your heart and mind, let's go ahead and turn and greet each other with a hello, good morning, namaste, hug, handshake. Let's say hello.
Hello. Thank you.
Is that spotlight going to be on the whole time that we're talking? Because I can't really see.
We can ask to have it turned down. Hey, Drew, are you able to lower the light a little bit? Are you able to lower the spotlight? It looks like they're not able to, Nancy.
It was
I'm
not
getting
before.
it.
I wish they could turn it off.
Well, YouTube now, they have to have the spotlight now for YouTube, so that, yeah.
I should have brought a cap.
Do you want my sunglasses? No? Do you have, okay.
I won't be able to read because
Okay,
I need reading glasses.
okay.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah. Here comes Drew. Let's ask maybe if we have to have it on.
See, that would be good if I had the little speaker on.
It's on the same setting and it's always on.
It's for Nancy.
Yeah, I
She's-
just can't
she
see
can't
with
see.
it. It's too
Is there a
bright.
way to turn it off and still be seen on YouTube?
I mean, I can try the meditation setting, which is going to be lower, but any of these settings,
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, that's good.
any of the
Okay.
settings.
No, that's much better because she
Okay.
turned it in. I think she
Okay.
turned
In
it
terms of the mic, I thought about it, if you wanted to have a microphone in the middle, we could pull a microphone over and set you up that way if you wanted to do it.
Well,
We
I
need
have a
to-
bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
so
we
it's
need to
best
get
use
going.
it.
So
Thank you,
so,
Drew.
Nancy, the next item is the invocation. So I'm going to invite everybody to sit down, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, thank you for saying good morning. Let's take our seats. Thank you so much. There will be plenty of time after service today for this wonderful fellowship. It's time together.
Well, good morning. You might you might want to close your eyes for this. It's up to you. Down? Oh, you mean down like that. Can't hear me, huh? Okay. So here we go on our invocation, invoking the Spirit within us. Through our holy breath, together we invoke the realization of the presence within all of us and within everything in the multiverse. As we breathe in, we are aware that we are presence. We are presence. As we breathe out, we recognize presence in ourselves and in everyone, everything, everywhere. And some of you may prefer to use the word God or Goddess or Yahweh or whatever. I prefer presence because it doesn't come with a lot of interpretation needed. So let's do that together. As we breathe in, we invoke the realization of the presence within us and with everyone on either side of us, in front of us, behind us, all around the world. With the out-breath, we move that love, that loving presence forward to everyone and everything, everywhere, including every form of life all around our beautiful planet and the multiverse. So breathe in that recognition of presence within you, and breathe out as you share the knowledge of the very presence of presence. So you're breathing in that recognition that you are presence, and you're breathing out to share it. Breathing in presence, breathing out. Breathing in presence, breathing out. And this time, really feel that presence of that higher self or of God, whatever you want to call it. So breathe in presence and then release it to those around you in this auditorium. And just know every moment that you are presence. And if that is difficult for you to really grok, to really get it, to really understand it, just keep practicing it. Just know with every moment you are presence. And you are loved and blessed.
Let's just stay together in that prayerful spot where we connect with all that is. We have our prayer list, people who are reaching out, asking us for prayer. We know that Unity does prayer. We do prayer. Our intention, together we set the intention that as each name on our prayer list is read, that person is bathed in love, and their highest good comes to them, surrounding them each in love and light. Karen Watson, Susan Stewart, Paula Valerio, Jan and Stephen Roth and the extended Roth family, Danielle White, Jan Court, Bo Liddig, Russell Wheeler, Cameron Court, Walt and Sharon Watson, Will McBride, Jacob Peskin, Mary Johnson, Frito and Tracy Cardenas, for all of Maui's people, animals, foliage, and culture, for safety and healing. And another breath. For who else do you pray? If you'd like to say their name on your exhale, bringing with them the presence of all that is, surrounding them in light and love, please say their names now. And let's affirm together, there is only one presence and one power, active as the universe and as our lives, the all-loving goodness of God, and all is well. Deeper still, such a beautiful synchronicity that the deeper we go, love can bubble up, forgiveness can bubble up, joy bubbles up. So deeper still to allow that beautiful synchronicity. Our daily word for today is world peace. I join with others to build a peaceful world. Let's say that together. I join with others to build a peaceful world. The world's problems can feel so overwhelming and its needs so great that I may wonder how my individual efforts can make such a difference. But every action I take can contribute to world peace. I remember there are people throughout the world who feel the way I do. So many are doing what they can to bring light and love to their neighborhoods and communities. I feel comforted, realizing I am not alone in my efforts. Peace begins with each person and inspires others as it spreads, uniting all the world's people to live and thrive in harmony and cooperation. We are meant to live in peace. I'm going to read that again. We are meant to live in peace. I hold that vision and offer compassionate service as a way to make my dream for world peace a reality for all of us. And from Romans 14:19, let us then pursue what makes for peace and for mutual upbuilding. Lord, make us an instrument of your peace. Amen.
So our meditation today is something that includes peace, certainly, but also presence, as I spoke of a little bit before this in the invocation. So if you'd like to close your eyes, you're welcome to, or not. It's totally up to you. So I'm going to say I am with a few words after that. And if you want to speak that along with me, that's fine. I'm going to do each word 3 times. Or you can do it silently within yourself. But I really encourage you to take in these words as your own, as descriptions of yourself. So, I am peace. I am peace. I am peace. I am stillness. I am stillness. I am stillness. I am joy. I am joy. I am joy. I am love. I am love. I am love. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am presence. I am presence. I am presence.
Now returning to this here now moment. You can stay in your seats, but please join us for our second community song when you're ready.
So, good morning. I hope you slept well and dreamed well too, because that's what my talk is about today, about the absolute magic, transformational aspects, and the way that dreams help us to know, really know, what's within every part of us, not only our conscious mind, but subconscious and unconscious. Dreams are miraculous if we are courageous enough to work with them on an ongoing basis. I'm going to give you some suggestions about how you can do that. As William Shakespeare said, we are such stuff as dreams are made of. We are such stuff as dreams are made of. Think about that for a while. Maybe that's your mantra for today. In my talk today, I'm going to share with you some of the things I've learned throughout my life about the importance of dreams and how Shakespeare was right that dreams do represent aspects of ourselves we may never have imagined before. Dreams are a great way to have knowledge and wisdom of yourself brought forth. And please remember that I'm not talking about, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, or I'm dreaming of a Cadillac, or I'm dreaming of a new relationship. Not that kind of dreaming, not that use of the word dreams. It is about whatever we dream at night, even during the daytime if we take a short nap, or even daytime visions or insights that we get that just pop into our minds. We can look at those things the same way we look at dreams. So, raise your hand if you dream. Most of you do. Fantastic. Okay, well, I guess I won't ask the second question. Raise your hand if you remember your dreams, because I'll bet you do. Raise your hands if you record your dreams on a tape recorder or scratch paper near your bed, or in some way. Do you record your dreams? You all are assigned to come to my dream class. There are ways to remember our dreams, and I'm certainly going to talk about that in the class on, I believe that starts on the 17th of September, maybe? No, 7th. So I've been a dream teacher, and I've been believing in dreams my entire life, ever since I was a little kid. And I've always believed that dreams are real. It's been proven to me that they're real because most of my dreams for my whole life are about me teaching. Guess what I turned out to be? Besides being a third grade teacher for a while, I've been teaching work, transformational work in dreams and art. So I think you guys might be interested in this. It's kind of far out. You might toss it off or really embrace it. That I have become aware pretty recently that my dreams take place in additional aspects of my soul. Not just dreams for me, Nancy, but simply put, I am more than one aspect of my soul. That I have parts of my soul in different places at the same time, and sometimes I dream about someone. The other night, I had a dream that I was a flamenco dancer, kind of medium red, brown skin, very, very wonderful. And I was in this beautiful red and black flamenco dress. And I was pretty fiery. And I do have that aspect in me too. But nevertheless, she's saying, oh, I'm so sorry, gosh. Yeah, fiery, that's right. I became aware that there's a young man, very handsome, probably a toreador or somebody, and I'm having to say goodbye to him. So I toss my head and my skirts. I turn my back to him, and I begin crying, but I didn't want him to know. So I knew that that was not me, Nancy. I knew that that was another aspect of me because I could relate to everything she was doing and feeling. So Consider that. It might sound like a crazy idea, but maybe you have more parts of you on earth at this time than you're aware of. So check your dreams and see if that might be true. It doesn't happen in every dream at all. I would say 99% of our dreams are for us, but you might get that interesting dream about another aspect of your soul. So you can train yourself to recall your dreams by setting a strong intention before you go to sleep. You can also train yourself to wake up just enough. Don't turn the light on. Just grab a piece of, ahead of time, put some paper and a pencil or a pen, and just while you're still in the dark, you write down just the key words and then go back to sleep. In the morning, you'll see those key words, and it will help you remember the dream. And I highly recommend that you keep a dream journal and date your dreams, and then after you finish writing it, give it a title, because that'll help you find it later on. And I also recommend that every 6 months you go back and read the dreams from that 6-month period. You'll be amazed. You may have precognitive dreams, and now they've come true, and it just blows your mind. Or you could have dreams that have guided you through that did I say 6 weeks? I meant 6 months. Okay. Just make it a regular habit that you go back in your dream journal, read the last 6 months' dreams. I do this twice a year, and it really helps me know what I've been through from a much higher level. So, Leslie, can we have Joseph on the screen? There he is. This is a cartoon-like figure of Joseph, not of Arimathea, but Joseph in the Old Testament, where he became a teacher of dreams, an interpreter of dreams. And his fame got so public that the current Pharaoh of Egypt hired him, probably paid him a lot of gold, whatever. And he was the dream interpreter for the Pharaoh. So in the past, we've had a lot of people who really, really believed in their dreams and listened to their dreams. So my intention is to inspire you to actively deepen your relationship to your dreams, which are essential and necessary aspects of becoming aware of who you really are, and of the whys and the hows and the what ifs, which can lead you to fulfilling your purpose here on earth and learning what you need to do that, to fulfill that. And I just want to warn you, this is not a miraculous overnight deal. You are not going to study dreams for maybe a week and then have this great enlightenment experience and you move to, I don't know, maybe someplace with lots of caves. So, any of us who've paid attention to our own dreams may have studied something about Dr. Sigmund Freud. When I was young, I used to read books by him, and at that time, I believed everything he said. And one of the things he said is that dreams are caused by a repression of the unconscious mind as a fulfillment of repressed infantile wishes. And to that I say, oh, boo. Dreams are far, far more than that. The worst thing you can do with dreams is to ignore or reject them, especially the difficult ones, such as nightmares. Do you throw your nightmares away? Do you wake up sweating and scared and all of that and go away, go away? If you do that, you are cutting off some real gems in those nightmares. Nightmares usually come up because we've been told in dreams over and over in various ways about something important, either something that's going to happen in our lives or is happening, but it's about something important. We may have a dozen dreams like that and we ignore them. Then what we do is we create a nightmare to really wake us up and make us awake into real awareness. And the scary parts are those things that really wake us up, but they let us know what might happen consciously or subconsciously if we ignore the message in the dream. So I want to share with you that my father, toward the end of his life, asked me what I did for my living. And I said, well, one of the things I do is work with dreams. And he scooted forward in his chair and he said, well, can you interpret this one for me? He had dozens and dozens of the same dream throughout his life where he was navigating a UFO. Oh, gosh. I'm gonna have to put a little red ribbon on that or something. And in the UFO, he would run his hands over the tops of tall crystals, and that's the way he navigated the UFO. And he said, what does that mean? I've had it for years. And I said, that was a confirmation that you've been an engineer more than in this lifetime. And in this lifetime, he's no longer on the planet, but in this lifetime, he was an aeronautical engineer. And he began having those dreams before he was even out of high school. So he didn't know that he was going to be helping to design the space shuttle and other spacecraft. My teacher, Dr. Bourgeois, you may have heard of him, he was a physician turned mystic. And he said that dreams are the very foundation of the soul's calling. Dreams are the very foundation of the soul's calling. So we need to pay attention, right? Dr. Carl Jung, who went much deeper in his work with dreams than did Dr. Freud, Dr. Jung believed that dreams are a way that the subconscious and unconscious mind communicate with the conscious mind. That makes sense. He also believed that dreams are symbolic and can have multiple meanings. Any of you who've been in my dream classes here at Unity know that one single dream can contain several seemingly different interpretations. But guess what? All of those are valid. And they actually are different aspects of the one message in that dream. So we can get to the message by several different avenues. So if we don't, if we get concerned about, oh, it had so many interpretations in our dream class, all of them are valid. All of them have a meaning toward the message of that dream. So don't forget that about your own dreams. If a lot of things are going on, all of that is valid, even though it may not make any sense. Okay, so Dr. Jung had a patient, and this is back in the 30s, and he worked with her for several years. She came in extremely depressed. Can we do the first slide, Leslie? Okay. You and I are not going to be friends. Okay, I'm hoping this works. Down at, I don't think it is. Oh, there it is. I'm not asking you to look up there. Not yet. Okay. Down here is this sphere, this dark sphere. And as you can see, it's wedged into a cliff or the wall of stone. When she started working with Dr. Jung, he said that because she was an artist, he said, let's use that and, paint me a painting of how you're feeling now. And she only painted this part to begin with. And he saw, of course, that she was severely depressed. Now, I've certainly dealt with depression a lot in my life. Maybe some of you have too. So he said, okay, I want you to go home and paint the rest of the picture, which she did and brought back. And look what happened. Her depressed self popped out and became an egg. There's the yolk and the white and the shell. And here's this streak of lightning. Remember this shape. It's important. It's gold lightning. And like so many things, it makes me think of Frankenstein, where, he was, come here. He was not alive until he got shocked by the scientist's form of lightning. And then he woke up. So that's the purpose in her painting of this. And you may have had some experiences like that too, where you were waked up suddenly with an idea or with something that seemed like a new life. So let me move on to the next slide, Leslie. This one, here we have there we go again. This little guy is tricky. Okay, so here she is as the egg, and this time she's created a belt, beautiful silver belt, but it's for her protection. She still felt like she needed some protection. And here's the snake, who was the golden lightning bolt, but it's now a golden snake. And remember, I told you to keep an eye on that snake because it plays a significant role in her transformation. So, and some of you may have dreamed about snakes and been afraid, but please give it a try next time. Try to stay with it because snakes in dreams are really, really important. So, next slide. Okay, here's a close-up of, here we go. Here's a close-up of the egg, only you can see what's going on. Oh, okay, this was supposed to be up the other way. Yeah. So whatever we learn from this, we can thank Leslie. So here's the snake again. It has golden wings down here, and it is moving, just like a sperm moves into the nucleus part of an egg to fertilize. And the snake's tongue goes all the way into the center and has these glowing white figures around it. And basically what this slide represents is when we are awakened and actually fertilized with a new idea, a new project, a new way of relating to people, a new way of appreciating forgiveness or those things that have been really tough for us. So when we are impregnated with a divine idea, that's what she painted. So, next one. This is fun. This is after this patient had worked with Dr. Jung for quite a while, for years, and she's obviously feeling better. She had not been going out, and now she's free to go out, and she goes to wherever they are. I don't know exactly. You can tell it's in the 30s, the 1930s, because here are all these old cars. And there's a church, and there's skyscrapers and all of that. But look at the egg. It's softened its edges. It's kind of wavy and free-moving. And there is a man and a woman at the top, also a child, male and female, right at their feet. And it's all about the patient transforming her life. And some of you may get images or symbols similar to this in your dreams and scratch your head and say, why did I get that symbol? It's a symbol of your growth, either where you're going, and watch out for it, or where you've been, and now you can consciously be aware of it. So this one also has a center, but it's not necessarily like the egg yolk before, but it is full of life. There's trees, there's animals, and look at the snake. Where is the snake? Down here. The snake is down here, and it's green. Is it? Yes, it's a double snake already, just like the male and female. The snake has brought forth the so-called opposites of masculine and feminine, which is really important to us, especially when we're in a relationship and maybe we've been having some problems in it. And we can look at that relationship from a standpoint of, well, we used to feel like we were one, and now we feel very separate. And we can look at that as, well, if the snake can pop into two, then maybe I can. Maybe my masculine self within me as a woman can meet my partner's masculine self and maybe make peace or love or light or whatever. So this is a really important piece of her growth and transformation. Okay, next one. Okay, this one is the egg shape, but it's now formed into these separate sections. And the center looks very different, doesn't it? And here is the, well, up above anyway, where you see that circular figure popping out. That is the beginning of her more positive nature. She's basically being born to herself because of the work that she's done with Dr. Jung. And the snake, as you can see, the head is also going out through the sunset or the sunrise. I don't know what she actually meant, but you can see that powerful snake. And that usually, a snake in a dream usually means our power that we've either thrown away, rejected, or embraced and embodied. And if you have dreams like this where you see shapes and you don't know exactly what they are usually symbols. And if you have any, I have some books on symbols, the meaning of symbols, and I flip through and I see something similar to that, and then I know why that appeared in my dream. Lots of good books about symbology. Okay, so, yeah, I heard the oohs and the ahs. So this is, of course, a beautiful white lily. In the center, there's a flash of something like a star or the sun, which means that's what's happened to her. I believe, when I researched this picture, that this was her last painting that she did after years of study with Dr. Jung. And look what appears at the bottom. Here we go with our double snakes again. And they are facing each other, and they are both the same shape or posture, if snakes have posture. And there's some green leaves on either side, and you can see a little bit of it, but there's a star up above. That's the way she felt when she was healed, as opposed to this one. So big change, huh? So from all of these slides, I hope you were able to connect them, each one of them, or maybe just one of them, with your own dream symbology. If you have had dreams and you're still wondering about, why did I have that symbol? It's a very strange symbol. As I suggested, maybe go to the library and pull out books on symbology, and you'll find something either identical or pretty close to it, and then you'll get an idea. However, there's a caveat with this, just like dream interpretation books. Don't believe them. When I was a kid, I had that famous book, 10,000 Dreams Interpreted. It was red and black and white. And I carried that around as if it were my Bible. And for a while, I believed the interpretations in that book. But then I began to get smart and say, wait a minute. If that says a whale means a long life, and then later on, I went to the Bodhi tree in Los Angeles, and I looked at all the dream books, and I looked up whales, and in every single book, the interpretation was different. So now I'm sort of stepping out of the way, but if anyone tells you what your dream means, be very cautious. If it feels right to you, it's like, okay, my heart says, yeah, that's okay. My solar plexus feels that's okay. Then that is. If not, then go to yourself. Go to your own, like in meditation, you could go to yourself and say, what was that symbol? What did that mean to me? Doesn't mean the same to anybody else, just to you. So I guess I'm sort of shooting myself in the foot, aren't I? Don't come to my dream classes unless you want to know what I have to say. So I really hope that you were able to apply some of this information that I've given you and the slides, the symbols in the slides. I hope that will really help you to work deeper, more deeply with your dreams, or maybe just start to. Maybe some of you have never worked with your dreams. I won't ask you to raise your hand on that one, but I find a lot of people, don't even, they know what dreams are, but they tend to go to that other interpretation of, oh yeah, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. But that's, as we know now, that's not what we're talking about. That's not what we're studying. So, speaking of my dream class, watch the newsletter, the Unity newsletter about the class I'll be offering in September on the first and third Thursdays in the library from 10 to 11:30. And I know there's another class at that time, but it's okay. Lots of enlightenment around here. I'm going to close with a quotation by Henry David Thoreau, one of my favorites. See if you can really bring this in. Our truest life is when we are in dreams awake, underlined. Our truest life is when we are in dreams awake. Now, it doesn't necessarily talk about lucid dreaming, which is valid too, but this goes even deeper and further. So think about that. Our truest life is when we are in dreams awake. So thank you so much, and dream well.
In the Unity movement, we interpret things metaphysically, and Charles Fillmore wrote about Joseph of the many-colored coat in his Metaphysical Bible Dictionary as the power of creativity. And so for those of you who have studied Charles Fillmore and the Unity movement, we have the 12 powers of they called it the 12 powers of man, but the 12 powers of humankind. And the power of creativity is one of those powers. And if you imagine the 12 powers of humankind to be like a perfectly balanced, beautiful tree, when any of those powers aren't in fulfillment in our lives, then the tree is leaning or is kind of not growing evenly. So Charles Fillmore actually encouraged the dream life, encouraged the power of creativity, and saw it as a very important aspect of our overall humanness. So thank you, Nanci. It's time now to take up our love offering. We all know that money is another part of God's energy. And so if you'd like to get out your love offering at this time and bless it with your own special prayer of gratitude. If you're giving with somebody else, hold their hand. You can put it over your heart and give it your own special blessing. And do I have ushers today? Are you guys ready? Okay. Let's say our affirmation together. Prosperity flows to us and through us in unending streams of plenty. The inexhaustible resource of spirit is equal to every demand.
see. Everything real comes naturally. Magic is with me in a place I can't see when I dream. Dream of the mountains that one day I'll climb. I'll travel the oceans inside of my mind. Everything's possible, everything's fine when I dream, when I dream. Anytime I go inside and ask the questions in my mind, relax and breathe and enjoy the ride. Mystery adventure is waiting for me. Let myself float in the wings of desire, turning that feeling of passion to fire. Let things go is all that's required when I dream. Letting go is all that's required when I dream.
Thank you for the gifts that you have blessed and given to Unity in the Bow Country for here, in our community, and in the world. Thank you. Well, it's the last Sunday of the month, so you know what that is. It's birthday month, so I'd like to invite all you Leos and Virgos to come on up and let us bless you with a birthday song. Come on up and join Dr. Nanci up here. It's her birthday as well. Hi, Marlene. I noticed my mother just stepped out. When she comes back, somebody's got to wrangle her up here because she is a Leo, capital L-E-O.
Me too.
You too?
Yeah. But I'm in July.
Okay. All you Leos and Virgos up here.
Here we go.
Look at these beautiful birthday faces.
Here we go.
Let's sing happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. God is blessing you now. God is blessing you now. God is blessing you. You are wonderful. God is blessing you now.
So my mom just stepped in, so everybody turn around and wave at her and say happy birthday.
Hey.
This is what happens, Mom, when you step out. Got my eye on you. Thank you, everybody. Happy, happy birthday. Thank you. You know I'll get you, Mom, right? Yeah? We have a few announcements that I'd like to go through with you. Everything is in your e-bulletin, and so if you're not receiving that, then I encourage you to sign up on the form in the back. So Marlene, could you please talk about our first announcement? Thank you.
So many years ago, when I was in my garden, I asked the garden spirits what they wanted from us. And they said, please have a harvest meal. Not like the typical one that's done in the fall, but this one, they asked that we harvest food in a prayerful manner, and that we get together in a prayerful manner and prepare that food together and then eat it together. And from that came our annual harvest meal. We haven't had it the last couple of years because of COVID, But we are back now, and it's on September 17th. And it's lots of fun, as I'm sure anyone who's been here can share with you. Anne's waving back there because she really enjoyed it. We get together and just have a wonderful time feeling each other's loving energy and sharing with each other. So hope you can all make it. Put that on your calendar, September 17th. If you want to do the cooking with everybody, you arrive at 3. Otherwise, dinner is served about 5 o'clock. And we enjoy each other's company.
We have Harry and Karen Wyeth who are going to be giving a short presentation today about eclipse in preparation of the next solar eclipse on April 8th. So please stay after service today and join Karen and Harry and listen to their wonderful presentation in the Zeal room. Yeah. Our next spiritual exploration is August 29th, The Alchemy of Relating with Michael Stone. You can see the information up on the bulletin there and also in your e-bulletin, 10 to 11:30, August 29th. The energy healing clinics are back. See Christy at the, she's raising her hand for a sign up. Next clinics are, oh my goodness, so much information. Sunday, September 10th, October 8th, 40-minute sessions. There are availabilities. Terrific. So see Christy at the end of service. They are fantastic, by the way, and just a wonderful gift that we can give to ourselves and to the community. Thank you. Thank you, Gabriel, for your part in that. Our next concert is September 15th with Kelly Garmeyer. Those are fantastic. Put that on your calendar. I still have a couple more announcements. Bear with me. Our 7-week fall program is coming up. So it is tradition here at Unity in the Gold Country and at Unity churches throughout the world to have a 7-week fall program. The purpose and the intention is to take a deeper meaning of a spiritual concept, truth, intention, and just like we plant a seed, to let that spiritual intention, understanding, new growth then rest in us during the darkness of winter to bring forth in spring. So it's a beautiful, beautiful practice, one that we've held for every single year that Unity in the Gold Country has been in service here. And I just love knowing that thousands and thousands and thousands of Unity students throughout the year are practicing the same thing. Perhaps a different book, usually a different book, but the intention is there. And as we know, that intention is so important. So our 7-week fall program starts on October 1st. The book is Transitions, Making Sense of Life's Changes by William Bridges. We'll be talking about the book during Sunday service, and we'll be meeting in small group discussions so that we can enjoy the deeper meaning of that. Dream classes are back with Dr. Nanci Shandera. That should be exciting. And then also on September 21st, there's going to be a health fair here at UGC. And on October 1st, thanks to Julianne Bourget, we're going to be dedicating her beautiful metal sculptures that make our area just beautiful. Thank you, Julianne. Okay, I think that does it for our announcements. So, hi, Harry.
The eclipse talk will be down the hall and to the room to the left.
Everybody get that? Down the hall and to the left. I hope you stay. Good. I think that takes care of it. I'd like to thank everybody for coming today, but especially for our volunteers and the people who make Sunday happen. To Dr. Nanci Shandera for her talk today. And to Gabriel, thank you so much, Gabriel. Harry and Karen Wyeth as our greeters, ushers, Linda Bicchetti and Pam. Our chaplain today, Carolyn Homan, hospitality, Patricia Plank and Lita Stone. Sound up in the sound booth, Drew Towsley, and live stream, Leslie Van Atta. Thank you to dear ones up there. Bookstore today, Patricia Levitan, and the altar, Lita Spoto, I think, snuck in and did that. So thank you all. So good. Okay, let's all stand together and say our unity prayer and close out our time. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. And the presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, because I am, and all is well.
Peace in my life is growing because I choose love. Love's always present, it's what I'm made of. I choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one. One tie that binds us that can't be undone. I choose love. Peace in my family is growing because I choose love. Let love be present, it's what we're made of. I choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one loving family, sharing one son. I choose love. Peace for our planet is growing because we choose love. Let love be present, it's what we're made of. We choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one. One choice unites us. Let this be the one. We choose love. We choose love. We choose love.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. Have a great week.